always knew I wanted to be a writer. I majored in journalism, and I always knew that you did not just write a book and get published. So I was working on this one book that was set in Henry VIII era for a long time. Eventually it would become Destiny's Pawn. But I tried sending that out without getting an agent back in the late 60s. I had finished a draft, and I got two very encouraging letters. One was from Doubleday, and the other was from, they used to be in Philadelphia. I forget which one it was. But anyway, saying they liked my work, but the market wasn't right. Anyway, I decided at that point I'd try writing a different book. Maybe that was my problem. And that was the book that I'd finished last, and I put it on top of the refrigerator. This was about probably stuck it up there about 1974. And one day my husband, along about 1980, said, "Would you move this pile of crap?" 850 pages. He said, "I am so sick of looking at this. You've either got to move it, you got to dust, or you got to sell the damn thing." I thought, move, dust, sell. Sell's best, because then I can get out of the house and I don't have to worry about it, right? So I ended up getting an agent, and my agent said, "Have you read any of the new historical fiction that's mainly aimed at women, mainly in paperback?" And I said, "No, I haven't." And he told me to go take a look, see what was going on, that he could not sell a straight historical novel. So I did, and he said, "Do you have any principles?" And I said, "No." And so we threw out about 200 pages of history. The book that I had called The Royal Mile was now Love's Pirate, and threw in a lot of gratuitous sex scenes and got published. What am I doing here? I've never read a romance novel in my life. And I still haven't, and that's nothing against romance writers. It just wasn't my sort of thing. I was more mystery, straight historical romance, history, biography, that kind of thing. So anyway, I ended up doing that through 7 books until I decided it was a bad fit for me. It was a bad fit for readers who would be very disappointed because I wasn't that good at it, frankly. I thought, geez, why don't I take one of these things? Maybe I can get out of the bodice ripper stuff. Because I'd already told my editor, who asked me what my next book was about, because I thought I could get out of it. And I said, I am going to write about the causes of the 30 Years' War. That's good, right, Mary? Good thinking. She won't give a hoot. And I'm going to feature General Wallenstein. He's so interesting. That really ought to put her to sleep. And also, I will include in that the defenestration of Prague. Well, apparently she thought that was some weird sex thing, and just said, "Gee, that sounds hot." And I thought, oh, God, no, I don't think I can do it. So I ended up having to write the book. And I was about halfway through it, and I got to this point where I just thought, no, I'll finish this book, but I got to do something else. I want to see if I can write a mystery. No, I think there's always a point about halfway through where you think, oh my God, this is the worst piece of crap I ever wrote. And I've talked to other writers, and they all agree that that sort of happens. But I have written several where I did not know who did it until I got to the end. In fact, the one that just came out, I'm not sure I still know who did it.